And we've got the fat files about the Cracker Barrel.
I normally don't do current event dog pile type content, but nobody seems to be pointing out what is incredibly obvious to me, that this company might be pulling off the greatest marketing stunt in the past decade.
Wait, did they?
Today we're talking about Cracker Barrel. If you don't know, they rebranded recently and absolutely everybody hates it. This is not a political war thing.
No, wait, what? Wait, is he saying like they potentially did this on purpose? But they actually remodeled stores though. Like some stores actually got remodeled.
Or the left likes it and the right doesn't, or the right likes it and the left doesn't. No, everybody across the political spectrum has come out and said, we absolutely hate what you've done with this.
Look how they massacred my boy.
It genuinely might be the most unifying thing that has happened to the United States of America since 9/11, okay? Do you know how bad you gotta fuck up to—
Okay, how many of you guys actually don't know what Cracker Barrel is? Do you guys all know Cracker Barrel? Do I need to explain it? Cracker Barrel is the whitest restaurant I know. And it's delicious. It is it is a type of place where you go there, and if you go there on a Sunday morning, it's gonna take you fucking forever to get in there. If you go there like right after church gets out, it's over for you. Like you're gonna be I remember I went there one time, in the middle of the week, like it was like a Thursday or something. And I get there and I'm like, surely there's nobody in line. Everyone's at work right now, right? Like it's gonna be fine. Like I just go there at 10 o'clock. There's gonna be no one there. Wrong. 40-minute wait. Because it is filled with old people, basically. It's a lot of old people go to Cracker Barrel. And it's kind of weird because Cracker Barrel is like half store, half restaurant. So it's like you go into the Cracker Barrel, right? You know, like those like rides at like a theme park where there's like a store, like when you go into the line or like when you get out of it, there's like a store. It's literally like that, but a restaurant. So if you go in, it's like, oh, it's like, I guess Rainforest Cafe. That's like one, right? That's kind of like Rainforest Cafe, if you know what that is. But you walk in and there's like this old timey store. They sell like pancake mix, like, you know, silly lawn ornaments, like syrups, canned not vegetables. Yeah, canned vegetables. Canned pickled vegetables, like canned fruit. One piece cards. I don't know why, but they have one piece cards. But they have all sorts of stuff, like, you know, cast iron skillets, like, you know, different gift store, sort of like kind of old timey gift store. And then you go through that restaurant, you go through that store, and then you get to the restaurant. And the restaurant's just like a very cheap kind of American food place, like kind of Southern American food. You get like your meatloaf, chicken fried steak, fried chicken, like pork chops, chicken dumplings, like that kind of thing. Like kind of very American, like countryside food. And that place has like outside, there's like rocking chairs like on the porch, and like you can sit in the rocking chairs, you can buy the rocking chairs, you can play checkers with your friends while you're in line. Like it's that kind of place. And you go inside and the decor is like all old timey. Like they'll have like a poster of like some ad from like, you know, from like the 40s or something. And then there'll be like a you know, like a straight up like Hunt Showdown gun on the wall, right? There'll be like a, you know, like a break action shotgun, just like a rusted break action shotgun on the wall. There's like trophies from like old sporting events, like baseballs, like different imagery, like road signs. It's like all of this kind of antique, has like this antique, like old timey look, right? And again, it was like a lot of like old people ate there, right? It's mostly, I'm gonna be real, it's mostly old people and poor people that eat at Cracker Barrel, because Cracker Barrel is very cheap for what you get. You get like a lot of food for the price. Like it's kind of like you can go there and, you know, like, let's say I went the other day. I spent like I think like a meatloaf plate is like $11 or something. Like it's very cheap. It's very good. You know, meatloaf, but mashed potatoes and gravy, like side, like what did I get? Turnip greens. I love the turnip greens at Cracker Barrel, but you get these like meals for like really cheap. So it's kind of like that kind of place where like it's just a lot of people go there to just eat like their American food, right? And so that's why people got so mad at the rebranding, right? Like if you don't understand Cracker Barrel, like I don't understand like why people are mad about it. They're mad because the entire vibe of Cracker Barrel, the entire theme of it was this like old-timey countryside. That was it. Like all the decor, the way the store was set up, it was like that like small town farm stand where like you go there and it's like the general store of the small town and then you can get a bite to eat. It's that kind of vibe. So people are like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? Like what do you do? You're like turning it into like freaking modernistic? Like what the hell?" And that's why people got so mad. So now you know, if you're kind of not if you don't know what a Cracker Barrel is, now you know why people got mad at it.
In 2025, get Donald Trump and Gavin Newsom on the same page. The official DNC Twitter
just
account
white.
even
It's just white. Well, like it's not even just white, really. It's just kind of like southern. It's just like southern sort of America. It's not like specifically black or white, or it's just America, right?
said, we think the new Cracker Barrel branding sucks too. Okay, if you're not picking up what I'm putting down, I'm gonna rephrase it a little bit differently so we're all on the same page. Cracker Barrel, AKA a restaurant unironically and literally named Cracker Barrel that has been accused of LGBTQ discrimination and racial discrimination. And
Okay,
when
but
you
like who hasn't?
walk inside is decorated as though it's Minnie's haberdashery from the Quentin Tarantino
Yeah, you know what? True. It is kind of like that. Let's see like how this looks. It's kind of like this in a Cracker Barrel. It's just being real.
movie, The Hateful Eight, has rebranded and remodeled some of the restaurants, and they
And
fucked
see,
it
this is what I mean. Like, look how this looks. It's like all modern
up
and shit,
so
right?
bad that even the woke left
Like, look, this looks like like they took some of the memorabilia and like the kind of antiques and just made them all nice. Like, you don't understand, like Cracker Barrel look rusty as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, it was like it was like you walked into like a hunt showdown, like you're about to have a shootout with somebody. It's like literally what it looked like on the inside of a Cracker Barrel.
this are like, no.
Like
This-
the bounty was there and like everyone was coming. That's kind of what that's what Cracker Barrel was like on the inside.
segregated bus stop vibes were better. Bring it back. They've literally done such a bad job that it almost feels like it's intentional, and I think it might be. And we're going to get into it right after a word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by Supremacy World War III.
No, but didn't they fire somebody? Wait. But they fired somebody over the rebrand. Didn't they? Didn't someone like post that they got fired over it?
It's a free online PvP strategy-based game where you get to act out a military in modern day. You can pick a
No,
country.
I thought the logo person got fired. They fired that guy who made the logo. Yeah. That's what I heard.
Or you can play the U.S. Battleground and you can pick your favorite state, which is my favorite way to play. And
Can
obviously,
still
I'm
be
going
on
to pick
purpose.
Iowa
That's true. It could still be on purpose.
every single time. I like to mix it up by attacking a different state every time. Sometimes I like to attack cold California. I mean, Minnesota. Sometimes I like to attack Nebraska and show them whose corn is better.
Wait, what?
But
This is like a United States World War III. Like,
time, I'm probably going to go ahead and attack Wisconsin because let's face it, they don't stand a chance unless it's a drinking competition.
One, we're
or a cheese competition.
not babies. And two, we're not that drunk.
But it gets better because right now for season 18, they have the cataclysmic mutation, which, the only thing that can make World War III more entertaining is the introduction of zombies. So if you want to give it a try, it's free on both PC and mobile. And when you use my link and discount code down below, you're going to unlock an elite bomber that appears to be based off the B1, the bone. See what they did there? B1, bone. Get it? Anyways, go ahead and check out the game. Let's get back to the video. All right, Cracker Barrel. We're going to start off with a little history, how the company came to be. Why? Because you got to understand where the company comes from to understand where it's going or where it should be going, right? Makes sense. So, Cracker Barrel is...
One thing, though, is that the way Cracker Barrel looks, it is very countryside, like, for real. Like, I kind of live, like, near the countryside, and, like, basically, actually, I do live in the countryside. What the fuck am I talking about? I literally live in the countryside. But, when I go on, like, these, like, kind of drives, like, even deeper into the countryside, like, you'll see, like, these small mom and pop, like, fruit stands and stuff like that, and they like, sell, like, whatever the farm has, and, like, those are great. Those are my favorite. I love going there. What the fuck is that?
by a guy by the name of Dan Evans. Dan Evans was a Marine that joined after World War II, went, fought in Korea, came back home, worked a couple of different jobs. And
Have I ever lived in the city? No, not really. I've always lived like I think the closest I've ever, wait, actually, no, that's not true. I actually lived, you know what? I half lived in the city for like a period in time. When I was working on some game development stuff, I actually lived in Santa Monica, and I fucking hated it. It was fucking awful. It's the worst. It was the worst. I hated it. I only did that for like a couple months, but for the most part, I lived in the countryside or suburbs.
Went to work in his family's oil company, going to gas stations, basically being a salesman for gas to small gas stations. Now, during the same time period, in the couple of decades after World War II, America was building and finishing its interstate highway system. Basically, America saw Germany's Autobahn in World War II and was like, oh, that's a good idea. We're going to win this war and then steal that idea, which is exactly what we did. Now, the problem at the time, or at least for Rob Evans, was this meant that people were going to be using these massive interstates to just cut right through the land, and they weren't going to be taking all the small highways that everybody used before. And this put a lot of smaller gas stations out of business. Rather than just slowly decline and go out of business and fade into nothing, Rob Evans said, okay, we've got this new thing. It's kind of cool. Massive highway, goes really fast. People are traveling further, faster. That's great, but it does have some shortcomings. These massive interstates don't cut right through the middle of towns like these highways did. And people that are traveling for hours on end are still going to need gas. They're still going to need food. And a lot of them are still probably going to want to pick up knickknacks and souvenirs to say, hey, I was in this place, like a shot glass or a magnet or whatever the fuck.
There's a lot of these kind of places in the countryside that are like kind of, it's like the exits will be like super far apart, and then there'll be like an exit that like kind of serves like a small town, and then they'll just put like a fucking stand there that sells gasoline. They have gas, gifts, restrooms, and food. Yep.
Please, here you go, sport.
So that's what he built. He built the first Cracker Barrel. It was a gas station.
Oh my God, yeah, exactly like this. Exactly like this. In the countryside, there's a ton of these.
Restaurant/souvenir store, and he slapped it right on the interstate in Lebanon, Tennessee in 1969. And to nobody's surprise, it was outrageously—
I love these places so much. They're great. They feel so comfy. Like every time I go to one of those places, it's my favorite. I love small town America, man. Cities suck ass. I can't imagine how any of you guys can live in a city. It's just terrible.
Popular. It was the one-stop shop concept. You're driving down the road.
I feel like I'm gonna get mugged all the time, you know? Like it's just fucking weird. And then you have like freaking crackheads like fighting with signs and like screaming at you and stuff. Man.
For 6 hours straight. You've got 4 more hours to go. Oh, look, there's one spot I can stop. I can get gas, dinner, and a souvenir. Perfect. Then I'm going to get back on the road. The entire concept kind of felt like a general store back in the Old West. Like, it doesn't matter what you're looking for. You have to go to the only store in town to get it. And if they don't have it, they'll order it. So that's what he kind of themed it after. He themed it after an old Western general store.
It's like a fucking Dollar General, but even for even smaller town.
Because of that, he decided to name it Cracker Barrel because back in the Old West, the general stores had barrels that were full of crackers.
Yep.
Don't do that. What? Why are you winking at me?
From here, the business grew like wildfire, but the interstates were becoming, more and more of a thing. Gas stations were popping up. People were copying the same strategy. So he's like, gas isn't really making us that much money. We're going to drop the gas portion and we're just going to be a restaurant with this souvenir shop in it, but we're still going to be right on the interstate. And that is how we arrived at the Cracker Barrel that we all know today. It is a Western general store themed restaurant that serves Southern food and has a gift shop up front that is actually secretly evil, but genius at the same time. That little knickknack shop up front is responsible for 20%
one-piece cars. They have one-piece cars there. They restock on Mondays.
of Cracker Barrel's overall revenue, and they made like $3.5 billion last year, meaning they're moving like $700 million worth of knickknacks every single year. I know what you're thinking, how is that even possible? Because if you have a family and you go to Cracker Barrel, that gift shop is like
How do you know? Because I've bought them before.
Family-friendly version of the Saw movie.
What do you want? Awake. What?
You are completely surrounded by armed mousetraps.
There's a 15-minute wait at the restaurant. You now must stand inside of an old-timey toy store for 15 minutes with your small children and not be compelled to buy them a harmonica and a cap gun. Mission fucking impossible, okay? Sorry, I'm trauma dumping. Anyways, now we're in modern times. In 2023, they got a new CEO, Julie Messino, okay? Now, the CEO that she replaced was more or less shit-canned very politely. They didn't fire her, they accelerated her retirement plan. Okay, whatever, that's fine. They have a new CEO, this Julie Messino person. Is she an inside hire from the company that understands the culture and what makes the company successful?
Okay, hold
no,
up.
of course she is.
All right, hold up real quick, guys. So the glasses, like, how do I know if they're the danger glasses? Are these the danger glasses? They're the danger glasses, right? So, like, is there, like, a chart? Like, I need a chart. You know, like, that furry chart? I need that furry chart, but for glasses. Right? Like, what's the, is it the little, like, horns on the end? Is that it? The excessively thick rims. And they got, like, the little horn tips, right? That's it? The cat's eye frames are worse.
A new CEO and very
Because
politely.
I wear glasses, but I don't wear glasses like that.
Fire
I only wear weeb glasses.
Accelerated her retirement plan. Okay, whatever, that's fine. They have a new CEO, this Julie Messino person.
I have Homura's glasses from Madoka, and I have Mashu's glasses from Fate Grand Order, and I have Nero's glasses, like Nero from Fate Grand Order. I have Alice Margatroyd's glasses from Toho, and yeah, I have a lot of different glasses.
And is she an inside hire from the company that understands the culture and what makes the company successful? No, of course she isn't. We're going to bring in somebody else.
Wait, like anime prescription glasses? My vision's good. I just wear glasses because it makes me feel more comfortable around people. That's actually the truth.
It's an industry expert, and they're going to know how to fix everything, which never ever works. But you know what? Maybe she's the exception. Okay, what's her background? Oh, she was the head of marketing at Starbucks. Not looking great, okay? You know what company doesn't need marketing? Starbucks. Have you ever seen
Nero doesn't wear glasses, but then, hold up. Yo, checkmate, bro. Checkmate, atheist.
Starbucks commercial? Yeah, me neither. You ever seen a Starbucks ad? No, not really. Starbucks' business model is they're fucking everywhere, and do you want caffeine or not? The end. Being in charge of the head of marketing at Starbucks is like being in charge of selling ass candles to dogs. You can't fuck that job up. On top of that, Starbucks isn't even really trying to sell coffee. They're trying to sell gift cards so they can continue being the world's biggest unregulated bank, which I did an entire video on. We're not going to get into it.
Those are the exact glasses I have, by the way. Like these glasses. They look exactly like this, and they have the little, like, I don't know what they're called, but the little thing that goes on your ear. It's shaped like the sword, the La Saint Claudius. Like, looks like it's like the same shape. They're really cool. Do you want me to show you my glasses collection sometime? I should do that. I have like all of them. I should just like show you all of them.
After that, she was the president of Taco Bell. Okay, that sounds like it could be pretty good, but I promise you, it's not. Okay, Taco Bell is owned by Yum Brands, and Yum Brands is a conglomerate that owns KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut, and that conglomerate is owned by Pepsi. Why does Pepsi own fast food restaurants? Well, because in the 1970s and the 1980s, when Pepsi was trying to become a major household names, they could not compete with Coke because every restaurant...
It's because Coke tastes better than Pepsi, and Pepsi tastes like shit. I don't care what anyone says.
In America had Coke machines and nobody wanted fucking Pepsi. So Pepsi went and bought 3 major food chains to force them to have Pepsi inside of the restaurant so they could force feed it to people and convince them that Pepsi was better. Pepsi literally said, we have no reputation and no customer base. We're gonna buy 3 entities that have a massive following and we're gonna use that to force feed our product into people.
Put it in your mouth and just eat it. God, I hate it. I don't care whether you hate it. You say you do it.
Which means ultimately at the end of the day, all they care about is the restaurants breaking even, maybe. They don't give a shit if the restaurants do good. They just want to sell more Pepsi. If so facto, all of her experience at being an industry expert is by working at a company that's fucking up to something.
Dude, like, Pepsi, doesn't Pepsi, hold on. Oh, it's not. Never mind.
Other than selling good.
I was about to talk more shit, but it turns out that Pepsi doesn't own Sprite. They own Starry. And I actually think Starry tastes better than Sprite. So you know what?
food to people, right? Starbucks is trying to be an unregulated bank, and Yum Brands is trying to force feed people Pepsi. There's an ulterior motive. They don't really care how the company does. But Cracker Barrel doesn't have that.
I like 7-Up. 7-Up's the best one.
The only thing they're up to is strong-arming me into buying a harmonica for my 4-year-old so that I slowly go insane. So she comes in 2003 and is like, you know what we need to do to fix everything with this company that's been functioning just fine.
You guys want to know which one I liked, but it was like really ghetto? RC Cola. I liked RC Cola.
For the past
That's what we
fucking
had
50
in, like, the
years,
small town
we
I
should
was in.
absolutely change everything. We'll do exactly the same thing we did with Taco Bell. We'll take a logo that's awesome and retro and cool, and then we'll make a minimalist version with less colors that everybody fucking hates. Because every time somebody looks at a logo of a multi-billion-dollar company, they want to look at it and say to themselves in the back of their head, I wonder how much the graphic designer got paid because I could have done that shit on Microsoft Paint. And then we'll go inside to the restaurants, we'll strip all the cool shit off the walls, we'll paint everything white like it's a rental property, and then put half of the cool shit back up with little plaques that tell you what it is, so it looks like a museum exhibit. You know, the same exact thing that we did to Taco Bell.
true.
Look what they did to my childhood.
Oh my god, dude. Anybody remember this shit? Man. To be fair, I hated these chairs. They're kind of shitty. I like booths. Booths are great. You know why booths are great? Because you can put your purse on the inside so that you can't get stolen. Right? You just put it on the inside. Yep.
Taco Bell used to be beautiful inside and out. It was absolutely fantastic, and now look at it.
Dude, do you guys remember when they used to have the game at Taco Bell? Do anybody remember this? There was a game at Taco Bell where it was like a donate. It was like donate to some like kids charity, but it had like water, and then there was like bubbles, and then you had to put like a quarter in it, and you had to catch the quarter on like these little platforms. I never won that shit, man. Yeah, you got free twists. I never fucking won, dude.
A giant square blob of minimalist millennial gray bullshit. Modern Taco Bells look like they got designed by a middle-aged white woman wearing Ugg boots who got all of her ideas off of Pinterest. I'm legitimately surprised they haven't changed their slogan from think outside the bun to something.
Honestly though, one good thing about the new the new style of fast food is like they have the app now, and you can sit at this is my favorite thing, man. You can go to like a McDonald's and you can sit down at a table, and the tables all have numbers, and you can order straight from your app and they just deliver it to you, to your table. It's the best. I don't have to talk to anybody. It's so peak.
Something stupid like live, laugh, love. Oh wait, fuck, they did that in 2012 because when you go to Taco Bell, you're supposed to live Moss now.
Dude, I hate those things. Like those like new I don't know, like there's like decors where like people will have these wooden blocks with fucking quotes on them. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? They're like they got candles, and then they got a little wooden board that's like this house loves each other or something like that. This house loves each other. Live, laugh, love, or like here we drink coffee. You know what I mean? They'll have like a sign that says, but first coffee. It's like, oh my god, I fucking hate it, dude. It's the worst. It's the worst.
I hate it. Oh, I hate it.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It
Gets the people going.
So, is Cracker Barrel gonna go downhill? Almost certainly. As soon as they announced this remodel and their rebranding, they lost 12% of their market share. $94 million just fucking erased from existence. And so far, the only response that Cracker Barrel has given out to enormous public backlash is to send the CEO onto the news to talk to Michael Strahan, an ex-NFL player that retired when I was in like 8th grade, but somehow still looks way younger than me. And she goes up there and has the balls or the ovaries, whatever, to look everybody in the face and gaslight us and be like, actually, people love the new design, despite the fact that nobody does.
They did say that.
The feedback's been overwhelmingly positive that people like what we're doing. I'll give you another soundbite. The number one question that I got asked, Michael, was,
you know what though? There is a world in which she could be right. Hear me out, guys. What if they only focus tested a bunch of millennials that live in the city? Then she would be right, correct? Because then they would say like, wow, I love this. This is great. Like the kind of people that would put up like the live, the first coffee or the the live, laugh, love or whatever thing. If you had those people judge like the new Cracker Barrel, they'd be like, wow, that's so nice, so beautiful, right?
How can I get a remodel? When can I get a remodel? How do I get on the list?
Oh, really?
So the feedback and the buzz is so good, not only from our customers, but from our team members.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard.
So I'm 90% sure that Cracker Barrel...
Like, it could be 100% true. And it would be the cause of, again, not understanding your target audience, right? And let's be real, guys. How many times have you seen this problem? How many times have you seen people not understand their target audience? How many games have you seen do this? You have like a video game and they just completely give the double barrel middle finger to their target audience. And then they try to go after some other audience that's like, doesn't even play their game. Yeah. So isn't this literally the same? Like, couldn't this possibly be literally the same thing? Where like she focus tested a bunch of people that weren't even the target audience for the company. And they were like, oh my God, I love this. This is so great. And they're like, see, they agree with us. And then they did it. And then their target audience is like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Right? Yeah, very common. Like that could be the case. It's possible she's not lying. That she's just, they just had bad focus testing.
As we know it now, is going to die off in the next 5 years. But there's a 10% chance that this is the most brilliant marketing stunt of all time. Okay, hear me out. They've lost $94 million. Sure, but that's all stock price bullshit, right? That's not real. It's not a realized loss.
I don't think she's that dumb because I'm not stupid enough to put camo and gun merchant in and out. No, I can see like a snooty, like sort of CEO person being that dumb. Like it's not really dumb. It's not like a lack of intelligence. It's the thing we watched about. It's the thing we watched earlier about the video we watched yesterday, the philosophical video about like retarded smart people. Yeah. It's like that.
Yet, okay, it's all on paper. It's imaginary. It doesn't exist.
Never landed. It is no matter. It's not on the elemental chart.
It's an all int, no wisdom build.
It's not fucking real.
In exchange for that $94 million imaginary dollar loss, they've gained hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars of free publicity. When's the last time you heard about Cracker Barrel in the news? Fucking never. Cracker Barrel is the talk of the town right now. Buh! But it's all negative publicity. Buh! Yeah, sure. But haven't you ever heard the phrase, there's no such thing as bad publicity?
That's
okay,
not
they've
true.
done such a shitty job. It's almost perfectly shitty, okay? This isn't a catastrophe. There's a 10% chance that this is a controlled demolition on purpose. Okay, because here's the kicker. All the news articles are like, crack.
You know what I just realized? This guy, he looks like if you were to take Tectone but make him actually dangerous. He's like a Tectone that could kill you with his bare hands.
Cracker Barrel remodeled. Cool. They don't actually tell you that all Cracker Barrels didn't remodel. Only 30 of the 660 Cracker Barrels got a remodel. And if Cracker Barrel is smart, especially if they did this on purpose, they remodeled the 30 shittiest performing Cracker Barrels that they had that they were probably going to have to close down anyways. So now they're out $94 million on paper and whatever it costs to remodel 30 Cracker Barrels. $10 million, okay? They're out $105 million, 10 of which is real, 94 of which is on paper. In exchange, they've gotten, I don't know, $500 million in free publicity, and now in the other 630 Cracker Barrels all over the country, people are gonna go, oh shit, that Cracker Barrel hasn't been remodeled yet. We should eat there one last time because this is our last chance before they remodel it. All of a sudden, Cracker Barrel has the best year they've ever had.
Is that real?
Clever girl.
All of a sudden, Cracker Barrel's stock price goes through the roof. Now they're not losing money on paper. They're probably making money on paper, and they've probably made enough to offset the amount they...
Yo, this is like some, this is a conspiracy theory. This is like some Alex Jones shit, dude.
spent remodeling the 30 locations that they were going to close anyways. They close those 30 stores down and they carry on with business as usual. They change the logo back. They issue some corporate apology like, we've heard your voice and we respect and value your opinion. And that's why we've decided to bring the old white guy back onto the logo. He's not going to go to the Island of Misfit Toys with Aunt Jemima and the Indian girl from the Land of Lakes logo and Uncle Ben.
Man.
No, he's going to stay on the restaurant.
I remember all of those, man. I remember the Indian girl in the Land of Lakes. I liked Land of Lakes butter.
Where he belongs.
You're
goddamn right.
And we're not gonna remodel any more of the restaurants. Fucking America, the end. Okay, and I know what you're thinking. That seems like an awful lot to go through just to have one good year of sales. And I would agree with you, okay? But here is the reason that I'm giving this a 10% possibility. There was never an issue with Cracker Barrel's decor, okay? Nobody went in.
See, this is what it looked like. This is, you see what I mean? It's all like old-timey and shit. It's got like all this like random shit on there. And like these signs, like these old signs and stuff, like from
there
the era.
And was ever complaining like, oh shit, this Cracker Barrel looks like a fucking Cracker Barrel, okay? You know what you're getting into when you go to Cracker Barrel. Nobody's complaining. If you go back to before this PR nightmare hit the internet, all of the complaints.
Also, I hear a lot of people like complaining about their biscuits, saying that they suck ass. I actually like their biscuits. I never had a bad one at Cracker Barrel.
About Cracker Barrel were about the food quality, menu changes, and bad service, okay? Cracker Barrel didn't just remodel 30 locations, they also revitalized the menu across all 660 Cracker Barrels, including bringing back old favorites like Uncle Herschel's favorite. So presumably they
never had that. You know what they had recently? They had like that campfire menu. Dude, the chicken was so good. Little campfire chickens, like they cook it in foil and it's got like the campfire seasoning. I love it.
Fix the actual issues that Cracker Barrel had, but the problem is with the restaurant, once you go there 2 or 3 times and you don't have a good meal, you're probably just never gonna go there again. So they needed to come up with a way to convince people to come back to Cracker Barrel one last time, to give them one last chance, to give them a good experience, and they could have staged this entire PR nightmare.
You don't go to Cracker Barrel expecting like, you know, freaking Michelin food. You go there because it's cheap and it's like comforting. You know, I go there on Tuesdays to get the freaking pork chops.
On purpose to do just that. And the added kicker, they get to spin the entire thing like, hey, we're the one company that listens to you guys. We're the one company that didn't sacrifice their legendary, well-known.
Ergonomics said I wouldn't say it's cheap. Wait, really? Hold on. One sec. This shit might, hold on. Fuck. Okay, guys, I can't. I was gonna like look at the menu and look at the prices, but it's gonna dox me. Fuck you. I don't want to give you my zip code. Yes. I am from Nashville. Damn, I can't find it. Whatever.
Mascot and take him off the brand forever. No, we brought him back because
you choose a random zip code. I guess I could. It's really cheap though. Like. Here, I'm just gonna take some screenshots for you guys. Like, see, it's really cheap. Like, look at that. Isn't that cheap? Am I wrong? That's cheap, right? That's cheap as fuck. Like, that's not bad, you know? Like, am I wrong? That's not bad. You get like 2 sides, and then you get buttermilk biscuits and corn muffins. 2 pieces of chicken. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not bad. Like for, you know, they have really good sides too at like Cracker Barrel. Like you can get like baked potato, turnip greens, like fried okra. Like they've got a lot of good stuff there, right? Like yeah, Monday they got chicken rice for like $12.99. Broccoli cheddar chicken. You can get, dude. Look at this. Look at this price. You can get yourself a carved turkey dinner for only $9.59 with like stuffing and like everything. It's got the dressing and like the turkey gravy, like one side of your choice. It's got the cranberry, like it's a steal, right? Yeah, it's good. It's like I'm telling you guys, it's cheap.
You guys wanted him. We kept the restaurant the same because that's what you guys wanted. Cracker Barrel is an American institution and we listen to you guys and we give you what you want, and then everybody loves Cracker Barrel and their new awesome menu. But like I said, I don't think they're that smart. I give it a 10% chance that that's actually what's happening, and there's a 90% chance that Cracker Barrel is just circling the drain and will be gone in 5 years. So there's that. Thanks for watching.
I like Cracker Barrel.
All right, emergency update. Never really had to do this before, and like I said, that's probably because I don't like covering emerging trendy topics, but I guess here we are. Everything you've seen up until this point was filmed on the 24th, and it is now the 26th at approximately 7 o'clock Central Time, and I've just been informed via Twitter or X, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that Cracker Barrel has issued their corporate apology, and they're going to be keeping their original logo. Because of this, I will now be updating my prediction. There is no longer a 10% chance that this is an intentional marketing ploy. There is now a 50-50 chance that this is intentional. They're doing it on purpose, and if they are, it's absolutely genius, and if they're not, it's the worst idea I've ever seen in my entire life. Anyways, thanks for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang out.
I don't. What do you guys think? I mean, it seems. I mean, can't they just be retarded? I mean, that's possible, right? Wait, what the fuck is this? Hold up. Hold on. Chat, what is this? Honey butter bone-in fried chicken? That sounds really fucking good. What the hell? 2,230 calories? Yeah, because there's fucking 4 biscuits on there. You know those biscuits are like freaking 400 calories each. That is 100% not intended as a single person's meal. You just don't eat the whole thing. There's, guys, let me tell you a really good strat, right? This is like a really pro strat. Like, this is like a secret. Like, I don't want you guys to tell everyone about this strat because like I use it all the time. But you go to the restaurant and you order the food, and then you ask for a box, and you box half of it at the very beginning before you even eat it. It's actually like super pro. Yeah, and then you have food later. It's actually sick.
If I'm right about this, I will, for the rest of my life, claim that somebody at Cracker Barrel headquarters saw my video, stole my idea, and saved the company forever. Probably not the truth, but that's what I'm going to roll with.
You know, though, that's actually a thing. Like, whenever I DM like a tabletop, right? And sometimes I'm DMing, and then the players will come up with some crackpot theory. They'll be like, oh man, but then like, what if like this guy was the bad guy the whole time? Because like he did this and then this happened. And then the player's like, oh, that's a really good idea. That's a really good theory. And then they start talking about it. And me, the DM, I'm like, it was like the simple solution the whole time. Like it was like, he was not the bad guy. It was actually the guy who said he's the bad guy. He's actually the bad guy. And then now they're like, yeah, actually the bad guy is not actually the bad guy. It's actually this guy. And because he said this one thing, you remember we had that conversation with him and he said that one thing. And then, you know, that item was in the room when we were talking to him. And I'm just like sitting there like, that's a damn good idea. That's a really good idea. I just changed the story. Just like I'm like writing, I'm like taking notes. I'm taking notes while the players are theory crafting. Every DM does this to Saber.